Biggest forex trade of my career. So $125,000, almost exactly after the swaps and commissions are all balanced out. This was a trade that I've been holding for almost a week. NZD/USD. I'm going to break it all down. I shared this trade live in my free Telegram channel. I've been running this free Telegram channel for like 7 years. You can only join with the link in the description. It's a private channel, only accessible through the link. You can't find it unless you use that link below in the description. You can join that, check it out, follow my live trades there. So that was NZD/USD. Then yesterday afterwards, I had a loss on CAD JPY for, what was this, like 45 grand. So I still came out on top on the day, $80,000 yesterday, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then this right here is the current trade I'm sitting in on GBP/USD. I called this trade last night. We're going to talk about all of these trades right here, right now, as well as a little brief outlook for what I'm looking for the rest of today in the Forex market and the crypto market. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So let's analyze the NZD/USD trade that I took a couple days ago that ended up playing out yesterday finally. So when we go here to NZD/USD, you can see on the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour chart, I use all those time frames in combination. What was happening is price had broken below the support zone, right? So this is a resistance, breaks above, finds support, and then it broke below. So then it came back up to retest. I just thought it might bounce as resistance, right? I just thought it might bounce away as resistance. So I entered a short position. My short position was really, really simple. The entry was there at the zone, the stop loss was just above it, and my target was just past a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Okay, so it was a very, very simple trade. And my entry was from last week, so on the previous candle. So I held this trade for a couple days. It was very, very simple. It's just a break and retest trade in the higher time frames. That's all it is. There's nothing else. There's no crazy, insane analysis. I buy and I sell at support and resistance zones on the higher time frames. And again, I use 4-hour, daily, weekly, all in combination to just kind of get like the basic zones I want to enter at. And then I just enter at the zones. I put a stop loss past it, and I target usually at 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, and I just risk $20,000 to $50,000 per trade. So that was NZD/USD, an amazing trading opportunity. Now I also took CAD JPY yesterday, and that turned into a loss. The trade looked like this: entry here at the zone, a stop loss was above the zone, and then a target was at a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. So this trade did not work out. There was a $60,000 risk on this one, and then the trade actually went close to the stop loss, and I closed it before the stop loss. I got out at like $45,000 of loss. So I gave back a little profit that I made on NZD/USD on this one. That one was a loss. I also lost yesterday. I lost I think earlier this week it was USD/JPY, I believe. It was USD/JPY, or maybe it was another JPY pair. It was one of these JPY pairs. I'm pretty sure it was USD/JPY. I sold here at these highs, and price spiked past these highs and caused a loss, right? So I entered there, put a stop loss above the zone, and then lost. You're not going to win every trade. The cool part about the way that I trade is I always make more on my winners than I lose on my losers, and that is the only reason I'm profitable. And since I'm risking such high dollar amounts per trade, I'm still able to come out on top. I lose 30, 40, 50 grand on trades, but then sometimes I have trades like yesterday where I make like 75 to 100 grand, in some cases even more, 125,000. But again, just for the record, I've never made that much in a single Forex trade in my entire 10-year career trading. I don't think. I know I've made like 80K on a single trade before. Might have even made $100,000 on a trade, but I don't remember a time making like $125,000 or more on a Forex trade before. That is absolutely nuts. Don't think that that's normal for me, because it's not. Normally my average winners are like 30, 40, 50K per trade right now over the past few months, but $125,000 on a trade is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I got lucky on that one. But thankfully, if you position yourself and structure risk accordingly in trading, you get lucky every now and then. Now, here's a trade I took, 80 CAD. Well, I already covered this in the previous video, so let's go ahead and get straight into the trades I'm in right now. Now, there's one trade I'm in and one trade I'm looking to take this week. GBP/NZD, I have sold here at this resistance zone, right, as a daily, weekly, 4-hour resistance zone. I sold right there thinking that price might just bounce away from this zone. This trade has a $50,000 risk. Here's exactly where I called this trade last night. So yesterday I called it at 8:58 p.m. This is my private Discord group where I share all my exact entries. I'm not going to give you a link to this. You'll have to go find this link somewhere to join this Discord group. I post it in Telegram every now and then, but I keep it pretty private for now. But just follow my free Telegram channel. You don't have to pay me anything to follow my analysis. Just go to my free Telegram channel. But I call the exact trades with the actual stop losses and everything here in this Discord. You can see last night that my entry was there. I clicked the thing here on MetaTrader 5 to highlight the stop loss and take profit. You can see it's a $50,000 risk for a $50,000 profit with an entry there at the zone. What time did I call this? Yesterday at 8:58 p.m. So that's 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, pretty much. And I put, I'm short on GBP/NZD, $50,000 risk, and I always just show the actual entries, and I show the actual terminal here. That way people can just follow my trades really easy, so that way they don't have to do a lot of work. They can just see the lot size I'm using, the risk, and they can adjust it accordingly based on a ratio to whatever they want to risk for the trade. Super, super simple. And then I woke up this morning, it's at $17,000. Now it's in even more profit again. It's at $26,000 profit. So there's a chance that today, if this trade hits the profit target or comes pretty close to it, right, this will be about a $50,000 winner. There is a chance today that I'll make, it'll be like $80,000. So almost $80,000 plus 50K. That could be like a $130,000 day. I don't know if that'll happen. It literally makes me like so excited still. Like I'm almost like kind of shaking right now because of how insane that is. So yeah, that's my week in Forex. I was on a losing streak for like the past week and a half. I was down like 90K on the week. Now I'm up. It's crazy. And I just made a video yesterday about why. Like I think I titled the video like this is insane. Like, so I was on this losing streak, right? I made $170,000 over the past month and a half, and then I gave back like I think $80,000 or $90,000 of it this week so far. But now I'm up. Okay, we got a win streak again. That's why I'm profitable. I just make more on my winners than I lose on my losers. So that's cool. Now let's go ahead and get into crypto here. Crypto took a tank yesterday, and it looks like we're not doing much better today. Things have dove. Solana, from the recent high that it made earlier this week, we're down 7%. It's not looking better on a lot of these other alts that I'm in. So Chainlink, Algo, Sui, Cardano, Uniswap, and Avalanche. I have positions in all of these. I no longer have any positions in Bitcoin. And it's funny because now Bitcoin sits at all-time highs and just made a new all-time high. These are my positions here in Coinbase. Let's go ahead and just refresh this. Let's see what we're looking at here. So so on the day, I'm down $30,000. On this week, it's showing that I'm down 3K, but that's not true. I consider the watermark high. So we could see like 1.7, like what is this? 1,670,000. And then now I'm at 1,615 pretty much. So I'm down about $55,000 on this week from the watermark high of where prices were at. So down about 55K. We're going to see what happens. These are my current positions here. I was in profit on 3 of these positions. Now I only sit in profit on Solana, and I added to Solana. Yesterday I added to Solana. You can see the average entry right here is 210. So that's from where I added. The average price comes up to 210 right here for average entry. And then if it goes back to the, I'm going to be selling around 260. That'll be a 24%. There'll be a 24% gain on, I have $200,000 of it, right? So like, that'll be what? Like maybe $50,000 profit, $40,000, $45,000, $50,000 profit. That'll be pretty good on Solana. I also have a big position in Uniswap. My average position on Uniswap right here, I got $175,000 of it, and average entry is 888. So 888 on Uniswap, I just bought on the dip. Here's the average entry, 888. If this just gets back to the high, which is probably where I'm going to sell, that'll be about a 34, let's just call it 30% gain, and 30% on $175,000, that'll be like another $45,000, maybe $50,000 profit. Same thing with all these others. I got 100K of Chainlink, 100K of Algorand, 100K of Sui, 100K of Cardano, and $100,000 of Avalanche is where I bought in at. So we're going to see where all these positions go. I stand to still make a couple $100,000 extra this year from cryptocurrency. I've already made over $2 million this year from crypto. So I'm pretty happy about that, and we will see where things continue. I'm really excited about the rest of this trading week, the rest of this trading month, and also the rest of this year as we finish up Q4. If you like these videos, then I'll just let you do whatever you want. I'm not going to ask you to like or comment or subscribe. You do whatever the hell you want. I won't even ask you to join my free Telegram channel, but the link is in the description if you want to. It's free. Join.